For people who are very close to me know how long this has been in the making for and how close this show has been. I see this is a piece of my heart because this really is something that I've given my entire being to. So now that I can share it with the world, and present it to them to love, to appreciate, to criticize also, to give feedback on, it just is, it feels like, thank God, it had a purpose and now it's serving its purpose. People have been really appreciating the story, people have been really appreciating the character and giving it so much love. I have always been a fan of the genre actually, so वो तो खैर हमेशा से चलता रहता था. I used to read a lot of Agatha Christie, the whodunits, the Sherlocks, the Bosches, the Byomkesh Bakshis, everything was always happening. All people intend to do is give you love with those characters, and when they call you Lata, or when they call me Ishita also for that matter, it comes from a place with so much love that I have to take it as that, and it doesn't mean that I am stuck in one character. They never knew Lata existed in me. I presented that to them and they accepted it wholly. बचपन से I wanted to be a part of stories just in any way possible, be it writing it, because I always thought I was into writing more than acting.
हाय गाइस, वेलकम टू फिल्मी बातें विद FilmiBeat. दिस इज मुर्तज़ा इकबाल और आज मेरे साथ एक ऐसी एक्ट्रेस है जो अपने लिए सूटेबल बॉय ढूंढते ढूंढते ना अब वो डिटेक्टिव बन गई है. शी इज लाइक अब वो बॉय तो ढूंढ नहीं रही, किसी मर्डरर की खोज में है, ऐसा हमें पता चला है. हियर विद मी इज तान्या मनिकतला. हाय तान्या, वेलकम टू FilmiBeat.
Hi Murtaza, thank you for having me.
First of all, I have to start by asking you this, that P.I. Meena, okay, this series has started streaming. How has been the response? सोशल मीडिया पे हो या फैंस से हो या लोगों से जब आप मिलती है तो क्या रिस्पॉन्स आपको मिल रहा है उसके लिए?
So far, it's so good, man. It's for people who are very close to me know how long this has been in the making for and how close this show has been to me. So now that I see this is a piece of my heart because this really is something that I've given my entire being to. So now that I can share it with the world, and present it to them to love, to appreciate, to criticize also, to give feedback on, it just is, it feels like, thank God, it had a purpose and now it's serving its purpose. So, people have been really appreciating the story, people have been really appreciating the character and giving it so much love. Already asking second season kab aa raha hai, second season kab aa raha hai. But for people who are close to me know that this is not how Tanya's created.
Yeah.
So they also for the audience to see a very different shade of Tanya and this crazy lady that this character is. I think people have been responding very well to it, and I'm glad that this sort of response is being given to our show.
राइट. ऑफ कोर्स आई वुड लाइक टू नो, टू प्रिपेयर फॉर अ कैरेक्टर कितनी जासूसी मूवीज देखी आपने, चाहे वो इंटरनेशनल हो या इंडियन हो?
I have always been a fan of the genre actually. So वो तो खैर हमेशा से चलता रहता था. I used to read a lot of Agatha Christie, the whodunits, the Sherlocks, the Bosches, the Byomkesh Bakshis. Everything was always happening. Now the thing was I have to make myself a part of it because as Tanya, I'm a person who keeps a lot to myself, who doesn't really who's not very snoopy, who doesn't get involved in other people's business, and Meenakshi was not it. Meenakshi was the opposite of.
She wants to get in everything.
Exactly. She is the opposite of my every fiber of being. Yet I found so much of myself in her, surprisingly. And I realized that I hadn't given myself a chance to actually grow these things. So I think there is a detective in everybody when it comes, but you have to find a purpose for it. Meenakshi found her purpose, which is why she found her calling.
Right.
And I think with Meenakshi, I found my purpose. I think सबको अपना अपना वो calling मिल ही जाएगा.
Like, of course you have played lead roles earlier, but this is for the first time you're playing a titular role, if I'm not wrong, right? So I would like to know कि when you play a titular role, of course there are other actors, but you are the one taking the whole series on your shoulders. कितना nervousness रहता है और कितना excitement रहता है उसमें?
I think मैंने ये सोचा ही नहीं था, पता है, उस टाइम पे. There was just excitement. It was like, oh my God, how lucky am I? But there was obviously that responsibility that these are big shoes to fill. And you justify the belief that people have put in you and the faith that they have put in you So I think there was that nervousness कि अच्छा ठीक है हो पाएगा हो पाएगा अब हो पाएगा का तो question नहीं है अब तो
हाँ
करना है. So it's that. But I was surrounded by so much love. I was surrounded by people who believed in me. I was surrounded by people who cared for me. So I think that makes the job so much more easier, where it's just like you do what you're supposed to do, and the rest of the things will be handled. So you don't get caught up in anything else but focusing on the one thing that's been assigned to you, and that is being in action. I
right.
think that that is why I never felt like there is a pressure on me to be anything, but there was always an excitement around this, like oh my god, and not being like the title
Yeah.
or excitement, but just like I'm getting to play such an amazing character, man. That so I think that was my constant thought कि इसको justify करना है.
Right. अच्छा अगर मीना को छोड़ दे और अगर तान्या को किसी एक बॉलीवुड सेलेब को डिटेक्टिव की तरह ढूंढना है, फॉलो करना है, उनके बारे में जानना है, इनसाइड डिटेल्स, तो वो कौन होगा और क्यों, और क्या जानना चाहेंगे आप उनके बारे में?
क्या शाहरुख खान क्यों
क्यों ये लास्ट इंटरव्यू भी आपने मुझे शाहरुख खान का नाम लिया था. यू आर अ बिग शाहरुख खान फैन, आई नो दैट. या
क्यों क्योंकि मैं बस सब कुछ जानना है मुझे ऐसा लाइक मेक मी अ पार्ट ऑफ योर
you were to investigate about everything, go inside the mannat.
Yeah, exactly. मेरी मन्नतें को
Right. You know, Tanya, of course, as I started also this intro by saying कि suitable boy ढूंढ रही थी. लता is a character जो I think आपको कभी नहीं छोड़ेगा. भी आप बाहर जाओगे, people will recognize you as that only. How does that feel to get a role such at the starting of the career only, जहाँ पे लोग आपको उस character से पहचानने लगेंगे? How does that feel?
I think it's such a blessing. It's such a wonderful place to.
And are you okay with it?
Absolutely. I mean, why won't I be open to love? Because all people intend to do is give you love
Yeah.
to those characters. And when they call you Lata, or when they call me Ishita also,
Yeah.
matter. I know it comes from a place with so much love, and they want to see you grow, right? So it's that, like, I have to take it as that, and it doesn't mean that I'm stuck in one character. They never knew Lata existed in me.
Yeah.
I presented that to them, and they accepted it wholly. So now, again, it's on me to present to them another shade of Tanya,
Yeah.
which is for them to again accept it or maybe not like it, whatever they want to do. But then it's theirs. I have made this role mine. Now I've presented it to the world and given it to them to make it theirs. And I think so far, people have just given me so much love. Thank you
Yeah.
for everything that I have done. So I think it's such a blessing. I am just so immensely grateful for this love.
Right. You know, that was an international project that happened. Did you then later try, I should try to get more international projects, or you were offered, but maybe you couldn't do it? Was there any kind of a thing like that happened?
All of those things happened. Yeah, I
Okay.
did try, and places I didn't fit in, and places that didn't fit in with me. So both of those things happened, and I realized I don't want to be a part of a story which doesn't resonate with me. With a suitable boy, that was a story that really speaks to us as a community,
Yeah.
right? The whole partition, India coming into independence, and all of those things. So I always want to be a part of stories that resonate with me. Like for example, with now PI Meena.
Yeah.
It's a story I think that people will resonate with. We live in a time which is very distorted, and so is this story. So
Yeah.
is this girl. She doesn't know what's happening, and she admits that she is flawed. And I think that is a wonderful place to start, where you know your shortcomings and you accept the self-awareness that comes with it. I think it's such a wonderful place to start. No?
Right.
So I think international projects or projects in general, I would always want to be a part of stories and characters that I know would speak to me and I would want to watch.
Right. Tanya, of course, as an actor, you will be having a wish to see yourself on the big screen. Unfortunately, Mumbaikar also got an OTT. Did you feel a bit sad कि यार काश मैं अपने आप को big screen पे देख सकूं? And are we going to happen? Is that going to happen soon? I would like to add that too.
There is that desire, yes, and hopefully it will happen one day. But I know when the time is right, things will fall into place.
Okay, going back a bit, when was the time when you actually decided that acting is something I want to choose and do this?
I think acting chose me, and I wanted to be a part of storytelling. And I think this is just the side I landed on. Storytellers exist like directors, writers, all of these are storytellers. So now I'm getting to be a part of somebody's storytelling, and I think now I don't know when it happened because it wasn't like a moment where it happened. I just realized that like my love for stories is too much. So that I think realization had happened much
Much
earlier.
earlier.
But
बचपन से ही kind
हाँ,
of.
बचपन से मतलब I wanted to be a part of stories just in any way possible, be it writing it, because I always thought I was into writing more than acting.
Yeah.
But why not? Like life has a way of happening to you, and I've just accepted it now. There was never a single like oh eureka moment, but I've accepted whatever form of storytelling I can be a part of. I'll do that.
Right.